Good morning, guys. This is your Sir DRV again, and welcome back to our Mythic Heroes channel. And this time we will be doing another hero review. And as promised, a lot of you is um, asking for me to have a review for Iset. So yep, I just got a video from Mr. DAAU or DAO, one of our guild members in Arkan. Is actually pretty good, and he mainly focused on using Iset on his main lineup. So let's go. Before I show you the video of him battling the 2660 boss, I will review first Iset. So the review that I'll be giving you is actually based on Mr. Dao experience. He's actually a pretty good player, and let's see. Let's check Iset's skills. So here, her ultimate, the revival ritual. It's actually yeah, it's like a revival skills. So Iset chants for a revival ankh. If there isn't one in the battlefield already, one will be generated after her spell is complete. If there is already a revival ankh, Iset will increase her attack by 20% after the chant is completed instead. The effect is stackable. So if her chanting is interrupted, 500 energy will be returned to her. When an allied hero is about to die, they will consume the ankh to revive themselves after 6 seconds, recovering 36% of their health. So at level 2, additionally, Iset is immune to control effects for the 2 seconds while she chants. At level 3, increase health recovered upon revival to 48%. This is for your other members that has died. At level 4, increase the amount of Iset's attack boost to 25%. So not only she is reviving allied, she's actually getting increased attack boost. Alright, so that's the revival ritual. So it can actually get interrupted, so make sure to put Iset in the back. Sorry for that, my dog. Alright, so let's check her active skill. Iset causes all allies to gain 10% of her attack for 8 seconds. Every second of this time, Iset restores 20% of the energy gained by these heroes to herself. So allies, at level 2, allies increase their attack by 12.5% of Iset's attack. Level 3 increases Iset's energy restored to 25% of allies' amount gained. At level 4, allies increase their attack by 15% of Iset's attack. So the odd A to sorcery is actually a combination, or goes well for on her ultimate, because when Iset does his ultimate, then it can, this skill or active skill can gain advantage for it. As you can see, Iset is increasing her attack to a total of 25% here at level 4. Then if she do the active skill, then she can give out more attack to other allies, right? So this is a good active skill buff. So this is Iset's attack buff. So the third one, the purifying incantation, this is the death buff. So Iset removes all the buffs on 2 random ally heroes. For 4 seconds afterwards, targets are immune to the buffs and damage taken is reduced by 15%. So Iset gives out or removes all the buffs for 2 random allies, and that's for 4 seconds. And additionally, Iset gives out that defense to allies as well. So at level 2, increase duration of effects to 5 seconds. Level 3 reduces allies' damage taken by 20%. And at level 4, increase duration of effects to 6 seconds. So the Purifying Incantation can only give buffs to 2, but um, as you can see here, so as you can see on the weapon, I'll show you later. The maximum it can be increased to three ally hero. So we will check that out later. And the last one, the balance clock. At the beginning of the battle, Iset sets a clock in front of her every 15 seconds. This device will cause additional damage to all enemies unit equal to 12% of their own damage taken during that period. These additional damage is through damage. So this is her main damage dealing skill. So at the beginning of the battle, Iset will set a clock in front of her. So you will see that when Iset is doing something. Alright, so it's true damage, but it's not that great. The best thing from Iset is her attack and defense buff. Okay, so this is where Iset is really good. And also, definitely the revival ritual. Okay, so let's check her weapon. So for her weapon, here, at 100, the Purifying Incantations targets are increased to 3. So earlier, this is, I showed you her defense buffs. The default is 2, but if you increase her weapon to 100, it increased to 3. Okay, so at weapon 200, additionally, Purifying Incantation increase crit resistance by 10% for ally targets. So very good defense buffs again. If you combine this with, let's say, Anubis, that decreases critical damage from the enemy backline, then this will be good. So at 300, after revival ritual, the revive hero restores 240 energy. So not only your unit is getting some HP, they will also recover 240 energy. So this is the last one, the 400. And the best skill on this weapons. At 415 seconds after the battle starts, Iset gets an Ankh, even if she gets interrupted in her ultimate, or even if she hasn't made her ultimate yet, she will get an Ankh. And what does the Ankh do? The Ankh increases her attack, and then if someone from your allies dies, that Ankh will be consumed and your ally will get revived. Okay, so that's the use of the Ankh. Alright, so the Ankh is actually stackable. So if you have two or more Ankhs, you'll get more damage. Okay, and more damage means more damage to be shared to your ally. Alright, so what are her equipments? So here it is. Alright, so since Iset is actually pretty tanky in higher levels, it is much better for you to give the Excalibur to Iset, and then we need her to gain more energy. That's the reason why we need the Dark Rune. Alright, so we need the Dark Rune and nothing else, okay? Because this specific hero, Iset, really needs a lot of energy. And for the artifact, you can actually switch from the Excalibur to Scarab. So what does the Scarab do is if wearers recovers 35% of max health after it drops below 30% the first time. You can use the Scarab when doing regular campaigns, but for bosses you can use Excalibur. Okay. All right. So Excalibur for the artifact for bosses, and then Scarab badge for regular campaign, just to give out a little bit of more healing to herself. Okay, so how about Divinity? So I haven't upgraded her Divinity yet, but I do get some good examples on what is the best Divinity skills for her. All right, so the best Divinity skills for her for endgame is the Collective Fervor. Whenever an ally hero releases an ultimate, restores 30 energy to them and this hero. The reason why we need this is because, just like I told you, Iset needs a lot of energy, and we need her to create more anks, more damage. Okay. All right. So, what are the other skills that you can give her? All right. So, you can actually use this as well for additional energy, but I think it is already overkill if you use that. Here. So, in order to give out a little bit of crowd control to the team in endgame, then you can use the time lapse. Heroes auto attack have a 20% chance to stun the target for 20 seconds. And the last one that I suggest for you to use is the inspiration. Whenever a skill targets an ally, increase their attack and defense by 10%. So this is stackable to her attack and defense buff as well. So this one, inspiration, time lapse, and or this one, divine fire, and the last one is the collective fervor that you need to prioritize. All right, so that's her skills and our divinity sets or skills. And let me now show you her showcase. And big thanks to Dao for giving us the video. So let's check it out. So here, as you can see, he is battling the 2660 boss, and his team consists of Lucifer, GM, Nagakaina, Persephone, and then Iset. Alright, so let's see. Let's play the video. Alright, so that's the Ankh. She was not interrupted. Okay. Do you see the sword aura from Persephone and the shield aura from other heroes? Your ally. That means that's the attack buffs, and the shield is the defense buffs. Okay, you see it? Let me play it one more time. Alright, you see that on Persephone. Okay. Do you see the Ankh above Iset? The sign like a cross. That's the Ankh. Okay. And whenever she has an Ankh, she have increased attack, and she's increasing the attack of your ally as well. So this boss looks pretty easy because of Iset, but this is actually a pretty hard boss. All right, so yep, that's it, and that's our showcase for Iset. I'm not able to showcase it myself because it's really hard to summon Iset, and they don't have any resource to summon her. So, yep, thank you very much for watching Iset's review. If you have other comments or suggestions for equipment for Iset, leave a comment down below and we will check it. Let's see if that will be viable. And also, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, it will help me a lot. And thank you very much, guys, for watching. See you on my free to play video. Goodbye for now.